My philosophy on tying flies is simple. You see these videos, the guys are spending 20 minutes tying flies, and it only takes me a second to lose it into a trees or on the bottom on the rocks. So I like to have simple flies. And the first fly I'm going to tie for you is a very simple fly. I'm almost ashamed to talk about it, but it is the mop fly. Very simple fly, deadly fly. But it's so simple, I'm embarrassed. Until I catch fish, then I'm not embarrassed anymore. And you can tie this in all different colors. And what the main ingredient is a mop. It's one of these. So all you do is you're going to cut one of these off, and that's where that's the main thing. Everything else is extra. You can make it as fancy as you want or not. So let's get to the vise. Well, this is, like I said, a very simple fly. Basically, it's only got a few ingredients. I'm using a hook, and this is actually a wide gap saltwater hook, but you could use it in freshwater size 6. I like to use 6, 8s, and 10s, depending where I fish. First thing you do is you take down the barb, you crimp the barb, and the reason is several reasons. First of all, to get the bead around the bend, you won't need to crimp the barb down. But also, in the Connecticut, it is the rule that you must use barbless hooks. Also, if you do hook yourself, a lot easier to get out of you. So, we do put the bead on, and now we're going to attach our thread. I built a little bit of a thread base right here, and the idea is to give it a little bit of traction. The shaft of the hook is a little thin, it's slippery. I'm going to take on my my mop, which I cut off already. I'm just going to tie a little bit. I take a little bit off at the end, and I tie this in right here. Now, at this point, you can be as fancy as you want. You can leave it if you want. It will catch fish. But I like to jazz it up a little bit and make myself feel better about using these. So I'm actually going to use a little staz to add a little flash to it, a little color. You could use dubbing. You could use feathers. You could use whatever you feel comfortable with. But I'm going to use a staz. And bring my thread right up. Now, I palmer. But each time I palmer, this is called palmering, wrapping the hackle forward. I'm going to pull the hackle back so I don't trap the hackle as I'm wrapping it up. I wrap it right up to the bead. And I'm going to throw a little, tie it in. And force it down. And reach in there and cut it off. Make a couple wraps to tie it down, secure it. Take my whip finisher. And cut it off. That's how I do it. I could do these in roughly 1 every 2.5 minutes. It's so easy to tie. It catches a lot of fish. Well, Matt, as you can see, this is a very simple fly to tie. And the main goal is that if you spend more time tying the fly than you're going to take to lose it, it's not a good thing. But this fly works anywhere. I've caught fish. I've caught steelhead. I've caught trout upstate. And it is a killer on the Connecticut. And you can tie it in all different colors. It's not that hard to tie. And if you want more information, please give the shop a call or go to my website, riverbayoutfitters.com, sign up for my newsletter, because we have a lot of trips and a lot of classes coming up. So until next week, tie lines, everybody.